Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Andrea DTV. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about my purse essentials. I know that the what's in my bag videos are kind of a popular thing to do, but I think it's a little odd to just like pull things out of your purse, like random things out of your purse. So I thought it would be more interesting and helpful to just kind of talk about what I personally keep in my purse, because I may mention, some items that maybe you would have never thought about keeping in your purse before. Be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm just gonna go through what I'm not gonna pull random things out of my purse. I'm just gonna talk about the items I generally keep in my purse. So if you're interested to find out what I keep in my purse, stay tuned. So this is my purse right here. It's a Jennifer Lopez bag that I picked up at a Goodwill store. It's got like a main pouch here and then a little pocket on the side for other stuff. So I'll actually go through that one first. If it looks like the lighting changed, it's because a light bulb just burned out. So sorry about that. So anyway, so what I keep in the front pouch of the purse here is I usually keep car keys, chapstick, a flash drive because I usually use that for work. I also keep a pair of earbuds. I always also keep a couple of hair ties because sometimes you just never know when you need to tie your hair back. And then I also have another chapstick, and I'll show you what I keep in my main pouch. I usually have a pair of glasses because I don't need to wear my glasses all the time. I mainly use them for driving and when I'm on the computer and stuff like that. So I only need them at certain times, so I just find it helpful to keep them in a case in my purse. I also have my wallet, obviously, which has cash, cards, all that kind of stuff, gift cards, coupons, whatever, super helpful. I also have a pair of prescription sunglasses. I also keep pocket-sized tissues because sometimes you just never know when you're going to need tissues and you may not have access to tissues. I also always keep, of course, my phone. I have the iPhone SE. And what's cool about this purse, I think a lot of newer purses now are made to have a pocket, an individual pocket where you can keep a smartphone, so that's really handy. So this purse does have that. It has this see if I could show you. It has a little pocket right there for the cell phone, so that's really handy because then it avoids scratching it, from your keys and things like that, and it makes it easier to find as well. I also always keep acetaminophen, or you can also keep Tylenol or whatever those other ones are, for headaches and stuff, because I tend to get headaches every so often, and especially if you're at work or school or something like that, you can't just go lie down somewhere. Having pills on hand is always a good idea. I always like to keep mints and gum, so I have a pack of gum. And then for mints, I have these icebreakers ones, and then I also like to keep the sour ones too, because sometimes if my mouth is dry or I just kind of want something like candy or whatever, or sometimes it can also help if you're hungry but you don't necessarily have food, because you kind of trick your body into thinking that you're eating, because as long as you're secreting saliva, it tricks your body into thinking that you're eating. So that can actually be helpful if you're hungry but you don't have food. So having something like these icebreaker sours can kind of help curb hunger. You can also keep Tic Tacs and stuff like that if you like. I also have some eyeglass lens cleaner in here. Obviously helpful if you wear glasses and sometimes you need to clean the lenses. And similar to that, I always try to keep lens cleaning wipes. I bought a whole pack of them, a whole big box of these lens cleaning wipes. These ones are Shield Me lens cleaning wipes. I bought a huge pack of them from Walmart for $5. They're little individualized wipes that you can use to wipe your glasses as well if you don't have the spray. I always think it's helpful to keep a pen and possibly paper or sticky notes or something like that as well in your purse, because a lot of people write stuff on their phones now anyway, but sometimes it can be helpful if you're trying to write down like information, phone numbers, whatever, any kind of information. Sometimes you need a pen or something, or like if you go somewhere and you need to fill out a form or something and they don't have a pen, or you know, whatever. So I think it's just a good idea, even if you like never use it, to keep a pen and maybe like sticky notes or index cards or something in your purse. The next thing is that I always try to keep a little hand lotion or moisturizer or something in my purse. This one is the EOS hand lotion. It's really good because it's so small that it can fit easily inside your purse, and this is really helpful for me in the winter because my hands get so chapped and so dry in the winter that it actually is like painful. So I started thinking I need to carry some moisturizer with me, just because like even if I'm out and about, and even if it's not the best hand moisturizer, but like it's travel friendly, which a lot of other ones aren't. So it's like at least just something to kind of relieve it until I can get home and use like a proper moisturizer. But I definitely think if you have really dry hands, or in the winter time and your hands get really dry, having a travel friendly hand moisturizer like this is really good. I'm not gonna show them to you, but I also always keep blank checks in my purse. Not that people really write checks anymore, but it can be helpful sometimes if you're going to the bank. If you don't remember what your account number is or what the routing number of the bank is, and you need to like fill something out, or you're like trying to do something with your finances and sometimes you don't remember like all that information, I just find it helpful to have them. Sometimes occasionally you will need like to submit a blank check with like a void on it to something. So I just think if your bank sends you checks, it's even if you never use them to actually write a check, they can be actually useful for other things. So sometimes carrying a few blank checks in your bag is a good idea. I also always carry this little like electronic shaver thing, because it can be good like if I forgot to kind of do a little maintenance or something that morning and it's like bothering me. Sometimes these little electronic shavers are good for like unwanted facial hair and stuff like that. I also always try to keep a granola bar or some kind of snack in my bag. It's usually a granola bar though, just because they're more easy to fit into a bag, because I get hungry quite often. So if you're kind of the same way, there's nothing wrong with keeping a granola bar in your bag when you need it. And sometimes you never know like when you're gonna be out somewhere and like maybe there's no food around, or there's no vending machine or something where you can just buy something. And so personally I find it helpful to have a granola bar in my bag, because then I know like if I get hungry it's there and I can eat it. And they don't go bad either. Like eventually it might get stale maybe, but like you can keep it in there and it's not gonna go bad or anything. The other thing about a lot of purses is that a lot of them are made with a special pocket inside. I actually never knew this until like rather recently. I don't know why, but a lot of bags have a special pocket to put like feminine items like pads and tampons and stuff like that, which is really good because you don't want them just like in the bag, and like if you open your bag and then like people can see it. So this bag has that. I don't know if you can really see it. It's like this little pouch right here. And so, of course, I keep pads and stuff in there. And it has a little zipper so that it's completely concealed and no one can see it. Even if it's not that time of the month for me, I personally like to always carry like pads, panty liners, etc. Just like at all times. Just because sometimes, especially if your period is irregular and you don't know like when you're necessarily going to be getting it, it's just better to have it, because like, you know, if you get it unexpectedly and you don't have anything, that's like the worst feeling, and it's really embarrassing to have to like ask somebody or buy something. So it's better to just bring it in your bag at all times. It's just better to feel like you always have something, in my opinion. To go along with the whole like period side of things, I guess, I carry a couple of things that I find to be really helpful, and I actually would like to do a whole video on like my period essentials in the future, but that's like another video. So a couple of things that I do carry. One is cleansing cloths. These are just CVS brand, but you can get, I think Summer Eves makes one, Walmart has them, so there's like a whole bunch of different ones you can get, but they're just like wet wipes basically, but they're safe to use on you know the vaginal area. What's great about them also is that they have like this little clasp so that they close and they stay fresh. Again, for that time of the month, they're really good to have, because like, I don't know, like everybody's different with that, I guess, but for me, I just feel like if I'm out and about, I like to feel as clean as I possibly can. It's a personal preference thing, I guess, whether you like to use the wipes or not, but I personally do, and a lot of people do, so I always carry a pack of these, and I try to find ones that are small and like look like they're travel friendly, that will fit in a purse. So again, the CVS brand I find are quite small enough to fit into a purse, and they're also pretty cheap. They're like $1 something for 16 of them. I also have Walmart brand ones that are the same. Another thing that I use that I don't think they make it anymore, and I'm not sure if there's a similar product out there, but they're called Disposettes, I think. Yes, like this, Disposettes, and I don't even know where it came from. I think someone gave it to me, so I don't know where you can get them, if you can even get them anymore. I think they're like not made anymore, but they're called Disposettes, and it says for the disposal of feminine protection products, and you get basically they're just like these little individual plastic bags where you can put your used, pad, tampon, whatever in it and throw it away. And I know that like those products are made now so that you can you're supposed to take the wrapper of the new one and put it in that and throw it away, but I personally never liked doing that. These are great if you're out in public, like in a public restroom, or if you're especially like at someone's house or something like that, is what I've always found what they're useful for. And it just like helps you feel better when you're like in someone else's home or something like that and you're throwing this stuff away. It kind of just like puts it in another bag before you've like thrown it away. But like I said, I don't think they make them anymore. There might be a similar product out there. I am trying to see if I can find one because I really like the idea of this product. But if you do have something like this, I'm sure there's similar stuff out there somewhere. These are good to have, again, for the whole period thing. So, last few items. I've recently started carrying facial wipes because my skin tends to get really oily during the day, and I was trying to find like a spray, but I couldn't find one, so I just figured facial wipes will do the same thing. Facial wipes are good, especially they're good for a few reasons actually. If you wear makeup, sometimes if it like smudges throughout the day, you can always clean it up. But I find them useful for just like wiping away the oil on my face. The last couple of items, I have another little pocket in this bag where I keep these things. So to go along with the mints and gum that I mentioned before, I also keep breath spray. This is the Crest Scope. And then the last thing is that I always keep a hand sanitizer, and I actually don't really use hand sanitizer all that often. The one that I have is PocketBac Beautiful Day. But hand sanitizer is obviously probably something you should keep in your bag, even if you're not the type of person that uses it very often. Like I really don't, but sometimes, especially if you're going somewhere where you're using like a porta potty for a bathroom or something like that, a lot of times there's no soap, or just sometimes you're out and about somewhere and there may not necessarily be soap, so it's good to have something that feels like you can wash your hands with. So that's why I carry it, just for like emergency situations like that. So that is everything that I keep in my purse. Those are my personal purse essentials, the things that I typically keep in my purse. I hope that maybe this was interesting or helpful to some of you. Like maybe you're like, oh, I never thought of carrying that in my purse before. So hopefully it was a little more interesting than just like me pulling random stuff out of my bag. I don't think anyone wants to see that. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment below and let me know what you keep in your purse. Maybe there's something that I never thought of keeping in my purse before either. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe, and you can also follow me on Twitter at adfrancesco24, and I'm also on Instagram at the same handle. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next one.